I brought my agent to my show at the main room.
Oh, yeah? How'd it go?
I bought my dick off.
Farting in regular yoga class, fine. Farting in hot yoga is...
First of all, just want to touch on that. Not fine to fart in regular yoga class. Do you know how many shows I've done with people I didn't want to fucking see? I don't. A million?
All of my bridesmaids are wearing potato sacks. I don't give a fuck.
I wish I was worse when I drank, so I'd stop.
Boy, the dicks I've sucked for literally nothing. Here we go again. Welcome to Slobs!
Oh, yeah. Speaking of agents.
Welcome to Slobs.
Welcome to Slobs.
Secret agents.
I
Speaking
brought
of...
my agent to my show at the main room.
Oh, yeah? How'd it go?
I bought my dick off.
No, you
I bought my
didn't.
ass. Yes, I did.
No, there's no fucking way.
Absolutely there is. I followed Rick Ingram. I ate shit.
Oh, that's
I ate
the
shit.
worst.
There was an agent that's hip pocketing me or whatever. She's like helping with touring stuff. Text me after I ate shit after Rick Ingram. Hey, I'm here. I just saw your set.
Oh, great.
But she said, she didn't think it was bad for some. But
Nightmare.
she didn't think it was bad enough to not text me and tell me she was there. I feel like if it was that bad, she would have just not. Right?
Dave
But
brought a friend once, and they watched me go up after Rick Ingram. I'm like, good.
This is good. See me
so
at my
he
worst.
can not think I'm good at this.
I'm glad that you guys. I told this to Rick's face when I did the Comedy Store podcast to be like, I hate.
He's the
following you.
hardest person to follow.
It's a nightmare.
He's
But
already, first of
I
all.
like to do it because I am a masochist. But I'm like I could challenge myself.
I don't. I like to crush. I
Yeah.
like following Argus. He's my favorite person to follow because he has so many punchlines. He just warms the crowd up so much so that when you get on stage, you're like in the sweet spot. Because then to follow him, you're up third.
I'm not allowed up that early.
Oh,
It's
me neither.
sanctioned by the city. I am Lenny Bruce to
well,
the
I
early
recommend it.
crowd.
I recommend being allowed up that early.
Oh well,
It's really fun.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I'm up.
someday.
I know. I like the later spots.
No,
'cause
me too,
I'm
yeah.
gross, and it's like my high energy, whatever. Same as you.
Yeah, no, it's like I know why I'm there,
But
and I like it. I love it.
Following Rick's an absolute nightmare. And
But
how
one
dare
time
he?
I followed Rick once and crushed. Like applause
That's
breaks, people
amazing.
stood up.
Oh
Holy
my
shit.
god!
And it was the one time in 3 months that I didn't set my fucking camera up.
Oh my god!
Literally-
Isn't that how it goes?
Like you wouldn't believe it. And it felt so good because I was like, it was one of those where you feel like you've leveled up as a comedian. Then the next time I followed him, I immediately ate shit. But like where you're like, I figured it out. I didn't. It was luck or magic.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out. That's the problem.
I have found if I listen to his set and somehow address a tiny bit of the crowd work, but by going like, and we're not going to fucking talk about it. I'm not doing your fucking, like, I shut them down. I'm like, it's not happening.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. He's so good.
Yeah, I try watching him. I try not watching him. I try commenting on people they've commented to. I try talking to different people. Doesn't matter.
No, it's fucking.
And my agent was like, it wasn't that bad. You said
You
that
said that bad.
bad.
Yeah.
So it was
Not
some type
good.
of bad.
Yeah.
And first time he's ever seen me
Live?
live. My acting agent. And I'm like, well, now you think I'm shit. Now I'm never getting submitted again. This is it.
Or he was like, wow, she really acted like
the
she was
thing-
doing well. So she's actually a great actress.
No, you could tell. I was not happy.
The people who
Not thrilled.
eat shit and suck are not doing main room spots at the Comedy Store following Rick Ingram.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
you're already not bad. They know that you're not bad. I'm just telling you what people would tell me that would make no difference to me
Yeah,
if I
yeah,
heard
yeah.
it after
I cried
my
on the way
agent
home.
watched
oh yeah,
me
no.
bump.
Another comic was here when I did the last main room set I did after Rick where I ate shit because she was like, oh, I'll jump in, I'll come to your show with you. She's just tagging along, whatever. And I was like, man, I bombed. And she's like, yeah, you did. But you know, just fucking, but you know, I really thought what you did up there was cool. You stuck to bombing. I stuck to
Yeah,
who I
you
was, eating shit. You didn't relent. And there's some truth to that, I guess, where I was like, no, I'm going to do the fucking new stuff that I want to do.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what I did. And I
And
made
not
a
go to the
massive
fucking
mistake.
really polished pussy jokes that I've been doing for years at this point. At this point, over a year. But
Oh, I did it. I now in the main room. I do like Michael my hits, and
Yeah,
I'm
no.
talking. I'm talking.
that's
we're doing old
usually what I do. And it's like because it just feels like you're supposed to give them a show. It's the
yes.
big room.
They've never seen me anyway, so it's like, yeah, I'm already. The
I'm
only
new
one
to
lined up.
these
no one knows who
people.
the hell I am.
But then sometimes I get like, I want to get weird up here.
Mhm.
And then I immediately regret it. But no, I don't. The late spots tonight, none of you will hear this.
You're getting
before-
weird.
I'm
Yeah.
getting weird. I'm going to sing Bicycle like in you
Yeah.
in the last episode.
I
In the
remember that
corner.
one time we found those angel wings in the office, and I convinced you to wear them on
She's like, you should
stage.
put these
That's
on
so
stage. And
funny.
so
She
I
did her
just
set. She killed.
It
She
was
crushed
insane.
as an angel. She sang
That's
like
so
church
funny.
songs.
That's when
you
I have bits about it
You're
now.
so fucking funny to me because you just will like become a character, and then you
crazy
just
You're a
are
clown.
that.
Someone could say a clown.
A clown.
Oh, that's what.
No, wait, new bit, you guys, check it out. Fucking miming on a podcast. I forgot that, like, I didn't forget that happened. But I now have songs about church hymns, and it came from that.
Wow.
Those weren't bits. It was just me fucking.
you sang "Awesome God."
And now I like have a whole bit. I'm like expanding out of it. What a gift! Look at God.
Yeah, you know what? Singing. People love singing. Jeremiah
know.
Watkins killed in the OR like a month ago. No, a couple weeks ago, and I had to follow him after, and I was like, well, I can't follow this because I don't sing.
Why didn't you sing Bicycle?
No, I went up and I brought a pretty manic.
I'm sure you did great.
I did fine. Yeah. I did well. But it was like I came up being like, well, now I have to be even crazier than that.
Because you have to like, what do I do? What's that? I love doing singing bits, but then I get in my head out of like, I don't want my peers to think I'm fucking hacky by being like, and then here's this as a song, you know? Or, But it's like, fuck it, just have fun.
Oh wow, I don't really think about that anymore. About
I've let it go a
what
lot.
Other comics think, because just who
I've
cares?
in the last like few years, and I think somehow like being locked down and the world ending helped. Where I was like, I don't give a shit. I'm gonna fucking do whatever I'm gonna do. But I have in the past had moments of, even when I did my one woman show at Edinburgh, when I was like working on it, I was like, it's a woman show. Like I was like, I want everyone to think I'm like cool, pure stand up, and being like, I mean, it's really not even stand up. It's objectively a one woman show. But I was like, it's like a theater piece. And then I'm like, who cares? Fucking do different shit. Whatever.
Comics
Nothing
are
matters.
so much pickier about stand-up than regular audience people, and I feel like
detrimental.
it's the worst comics who have the most rules.
Oh,
Like I hear people
it's
talking and they're
hacky.
like, it's so hacky to talk about dating apps, and I'm like, fine, you can talk about your interesting thing, but like
You suck.
You suck. So who fucking cares?
Yeah, also, that's what your life
who
is.
cares what you
Sorry.
talk about?
Yeah.
Who cares what you talk about if it's funny?
It's also the funniest. Some of the funniest
The
stuff
setup is not the part to pay attention
Yeah.
to. It's the
Yeah.
punchline.
Yeah.
What's the fucking
Yeah.
punchline?
And also, what's so funny about so much stuff is that it's relatable. Where
Right.
you go
Yes.
like, oh fuck,
Oh,
I had
no,
that
is
happen
it-
too.
Oh
Or
no,
like,
too many people share that experience. You're right. I should cross that page.
Yeah, I
out
should only talk
of
about
material that
weird
destroys.
niche tree frogs that grow in
Right.
the Amazon or something.
But that's the thing. It is. It's like people who like can't do 3 minutes at a fucking open mic.
Oh yeah, but then they're the biggest critic.
Right.
Oh yeah.
I know comedy, and then they eat shit.
Big critics of like incredibly successful comedians.
Oh yeah.
I love when I
This guy.
see when like someone posts a clip online or Comedy Central posts a clip and like the first person comment is some comic being like, "This guy sucks. Hey, I sent you my clip." It's like, are you insane?
You
Like,
fucking
what are you doing? I read too many
deranged.
comments.
No,
Yeah,
I
it's
mean
deranged.
it happens on the
We
Comedy
all
Store
do.
post too. Oh fucking, I should be up there.
Oh yeah, I've seen people like this. Comedy Store is really sucking shit these days. Who are these new people? And I'm like,
I saw someone
Come
go,
see me,
"This looks
motherfucker."
like a
You
2019
can't say Comedy
lineup," and
Store
it's
is
like,
sucking shit these days. Who are these new people?
Yeah.
If you don't know who the new people are, then you don't know that the store sucks shit.
you haven't come.
You just have your shitty
Yeah.
opinion because Joe Rogan isn't on the lineup, which it's okay to be sad about that.
yeah.
But if you don't even know who the fuck is on the lineup,
But it's also like
Yeah.
it's always someone who's like not even in danger of coming here anyway.
Right.
You don't even live here.
No, you
Right.
don't know
You
how.
weren't gonna. Oh well,
you
if it
live
was
in
the-
Ohio.
Yeah.
Shut the
Living.
fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
Go see the comic you like when they come to an arena near you,
Right.
or just fucking
Or just shut up.
just shut up. Yeah, it's like
Just
And also, secret option C is you can have a negative opinion and
keep it-
not express it.
yeah, you could just tuck that in. You could just
Can
go.
you even imagine if you commented on everything you think is stupid on the internet? This is dumb. This
Oh,
sucks.
I would have no.
It would be a
friends.
full-time job for one thing.
You would never sleep.
You'd
No.
never sleep.
Yeah.
I mean, if
Just
pe-
also
Just
scroll past.
spreading poison.
Scroll past. Big whoop.
Scroll
I'm not
past.
liking everyone's
I
shit. I'm
hide
scrolling
shit
past.
all the
No.
time.
Yeah.
I fucking the mute button.
Well, the thing is,
I
people who are
love
like
the mute
making
button.
stuff and doing stuff, I think what people who aren't making stuff and doing stuff don't get is it's like, we don't think it's that great either.
Yeah, we're just throwing shit at the wall.
We're just trying
Oh,
to
yeah.
do the best
And-
we can.
Yeah, it's at least
to
you
make
don't have the
stuff.
fucking courage to make anything.
Yeah,
Mm.
I'm not like, oh, my jokes are amazing. Sometimes I'll write something where I think it's funny, but then I'll look at it later and I'm like, God, I'm at a point right now where I'm like, I'm so fucking sick of my act, and I'm writing so much and I don't like any of it. But then like a
You're
little
in
nugget
the-
will come through. You know what I mean? But it's
Well, that's
so,
just part of the
what we do is so
process.
fucking hard.
Yeah, well, and you go through that with like when you were trying to like get a bunch of like new stuff together, where like it's a shithole for a while, and then you find the fucking parts that work, or there's a bunch
Yeah.
of extra shit that you like think is gonna be funny, and you end up sanding it down, and like it takes forever. But God forbid somebody see that part of the process,
Oh, and then they're like, oh yeah. Oh,
and
you
they're
don't
like, "You stink," and you're like, "Great."
Whatever you can say about my act, I've said worse to myself.
Oh, yeah.
100 times.
Oh,
I've noticed shit about my act that you couldn't even notice about my act.
because you're not a good enough observer. That's why your comedy sucks.
Yeah.
Guy 54.
That's right.
I keep getting like fucking like 2 years ago you posted this video, whatever, and I'm like, I was really throwing a lot of shit out there during the pandemic. Some of it pretty bad.
Yeah,
a couple of it
because we were
couple
losing
videos
our
pretty funny.
fucking
Yeah.
minds.
Some still kind of hold up. Some I'm like, this weird sword
like-
swallower one. That one could go.
I'm holding on.
delete
I
that one,
liked
but-
the sword swallower. That was a good
the gagging
video.
sword swallower. Yeah, you know, it's a fun bit. It's a fun bit. I do like a gag, but some of them not
gag.
good. Some of them, some of it much. You know what I mean? Some of them are bad. It's like I get it. Just scroll by. Excuse me.
Yeah, it's like just keep going. What are you
Don't
doing?
follow me then. Why are you on my
Anyways,
page?
Right.
This is the second episode
Anyways,
we've talked about
okay.
comments. So
Let's skip back.
We're fine. We're holding on by a thread. Yeah, I want a new set of angel wings.
Let's get you some angel.
Not an.
wings.
I
Let's
just want to like
prop it
do
up.
something weird, and I don't know. I want to put something weird on and just roll with it
Yeah.
Mhm.
for a
You
late
could
night
do
set.
that.
Anyway,
You should do that. You should become a prop comic.
Yeah, you should.
You can do whatever you want on that stage in that spot. That's what it's for.
that's what it's for. It's
to be
designed to
weird.
get silly and weird.
Yeah, and you have these ideas. I think you should do it.
Yeah, I mean, one time I tried to come out to Rebel by David Bowie and had him fuck with the lights.
Yeah, that flopped. I was there. You
It
hugged me, and you hugged
And
me.
I danced
while
and I was like,
jumping
just
up and
cut
down.
it. It's
I was
not
like, I don't
good.
know
It's
what
not
to do.
working. It's not.
No, it didn't work. That's
I'm
fine.
not a rebel.
But so much stuff has to not work before you find the thing.
Well, imagine
It
like
does
if you
work.
were afraid to do anything that you weren't 100% positive would work. How
Yeah.
little you would have found
anything,
in your
nothing.
I want to know what I've been fantasizing about for probably about 5 years.
Having
is
a baby.
Coming out on stage flossing. And I think I did it one time after thinking about it for years, and it just like didn't hit, and I never have done it again. But I
That's-
thought about it for so long before I found the
Gotta try it.
nerve to try it, because I just was like, well, what if it wouldn't go anywhere in the set except as an opener.
Oh, you
And
would
it
just
could
be
tank
flossing and
my
stop?
whole set. No, not flossing my teeth. The dance, flossing.
Oh,
I thought you
I
meant
literally
teeth,
was
but
like,
I
that's
was like,
so funny
no,
to
why
be
would I
floss. It's
do
weird.
that?
I mean,
I was like,
probably
it's
would
so
flop.
gross. I was like, that's a weird thing for you to
Yeah.
do. But I was like,
No.
just
You
like, all
guys
over the
ever-
mic.
Ah, yeah.
I was like,
No,
Huh.
don't
Let me
do
tell you about
that.
traffic.
Don't
Yeah.
do like alt comedy,
Why?
because it's dumb.
I was alt in Toronto. I did all the alt shows, and I was like, I don't think I'm.
I will be honest with you guys. I thought that I would end up in alt comedy. Like
don't
I
wanna
thought
watch
when
a
I
fucking-
started, I was gonna be someone who was in alt rooms
I
because
don't know.
I think I'm weird, but then other people think I'm a bro.
No, I think you're alt. I think we're all kind of alt. I think everyone's kind of alt.
All I know is
alt just means
no
not
one
funny.
needs to buy a ticket
so we're not.
to watch a skinny
kidding.
white woman eat fucking cat food or whatever the hell these
I don't
people
think
are
they're doing that. That's nuts. If you think that's what.
I've seen
You've seen someone
either-
do that?
either dog food or pages of a book or both.
Eating
But I'm
pages.
trying
Well, that's
to say the
not
one that it
comedy. That's
wasn't.
bad
that's-
performance art.
That is performance.
This is like
art.
someone who is like getting stuff, and I'm like, well,
Oh, I saw some pretty.
Oh, that needs to
wild
end.
performance art a couple weeks ago.
Really?
Oh,
Like actual performance art or just bad alt comedy?
No, it was stand up, and it was. I almost had to leave the room. I got really, and then somebody, a comic
happened?
I know.
I want to know what it was.
Are
They're
you
not
allowed to say
listening.
what
I
happened?
couldn't even. I can't explain it. It was manic, and it was scary. I was just like, I can't like, and people were kind of laughing, but it's feeling like they were laughing kind of out of like it was like this person's unhinged, and I was sitting beside a comic that I respect, and he was laughing really hard, and I looked over at him, and I was like, I look at you differently now, and I text him, I go, what the fuck?
Was it a man or a woman on stage?
It was a woman on stage.
He wanted to fuck her.
No, I
Fuck,
don't, no,
fuck
no, he didn't,
every
he didn't.
single. Okay,
He-
I was
he's a
like,
married
fuck
man.
every
I'm
single one of
afraid of
you.
even
No,
what
he's
I
a nice
said.
married
Oh,
man.
you think because someone's married they don't want to fuck somebody?
No, I will say this man. No, this is a nice man. I usually hate men. I will stand up for this one man
All
once in my
right.
life, but normally I would say, and it was definitely not. It wasn't that kind of. It was
'Cause
wild.
Here's what's got to end: is laughing at someone because they're hot. That has to stop.
This has to stop. 'cause
We have to stop letting hot people who are there can be hot funny people. Sure, look at us.
I'm not
you know,
saying
but
this
like
person was hot.
you
either.
can't.
I'm not saying this person was hot. I'm
Okay,
saying-
well,
I will say that pisses me off. Hot people shouldn't do stand up. If you've been hot your whole life, fuck
and you're
you.
like, oh, you're not funny. People have laughed at you because they're like, please like me, and now you think you're funny.
I'm afraid that the dog food girl is gonna hear this.
now I'm afraid this girl's gonna hear. That's why I
What
said
if
person.
one-
I didn't want to say
Podcasts
girl.
are too mainstream.
What if one of
There's
her
no way.
friends like is
Well, then
like,
fucking quit eating dog food.
Yeah, no. If you're eating dog food on stage, stop eating dog food on stage.
Unless do you need an opener? I will open for you.
Eating dog.
I don't.
food
I have
is-
no idea who it is. Whatever. I don't care.
Yeah.
You don't. Well, I don't
Should we
even know
cut
how
out the
yeah.
dog food chunk?
We might cut this whole chunk, and I'm scared this person's gonna hear it.
should
I
we
don't
cut
give
this
a
chunk
fuck.
out? Can we cut this chunk out where we're talking
Let
shit
them.
about
So let the
people? Or
dog
should we
food
leave it
person
in?
start a beef with us.
Should we cut it
No
out or
pun
leave it
intended.
in?
We can decide after.
Okay.
New topic.
And this is the clip.
And this is the clip.
And we move onward to talk about
Our
research on aluminum.
oh
Yes.
all
So
right.
we
we're
did
back
after
to
the
this.
last episode
Yep.
It
People
was
did some
confirmed
Googles.
Mm-hmm.
that it does cause brain problems, Alzheimer's.
First of all, I'd like to see those studies because that's
'em up.
how you be wrong about something. Is be like,
Wow, Pro, why don't
I
you show
haven't
me?
seen enough information. Why don't you? They're like, okay, well, the University of Kansas found that blah blah blah, and they're like, and I'm like, wow,
All right, well,
how big was the
Kansas-
sample size? Just keep asking questions until they get tired of talking to you.
And there's like, fuck you.
I also love the way
And
you
then
already did research on this. I don't do research on anything.
I did. Yeah,
I
I
just
looked
take
it up.
word of mouth. I'm like,
I
you
didn't
said it's
see
bad, it's
that.
bad.
But I was asking about cancer, not brain stuff.
Oh, Alzheimer's. I
Yeah.
always heard Alzheimer's, not cancer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe it causes Alzheimer's. Here's the thing. I've given up so much in this life that has felt good to me. Sugar, flour, alcohol, drugs, casual sex, you name it. I feel like I don't even drink fucking
Nintendo.
diet soda anymore.
Does this deodorant
No.
feel that good to you?
No, but it's not that bad. That's what I'm
Okay.
saying.
Alzheimer's
yeah,
isn't
yeah.
that bad.
Alzheimer's is bad, but most people have more vices than I do.
But you have no vice. Are you sure you even stink?
do you
Do
drink-
you even stink? You don't even
how
eat
would
food.
Don't you
Yeah.
drink Diet Coke?
Yeah,
It gives you brain cancer.
yeah, but at least
So why
I'm
are you talking
enjoying
about
it.
Alzheimer's?
Dude, I'm gonna die by the time I'm 45. I have a degenerative disease.
Says fucking who?
Fucking ride the.
You're not going to
That's-
die. You're going to be sore by
Yeah,
the time
yeah.
you're 45.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sore now, and
I'm
I'm, not
sore
even
now,
30.
too.
I'm very sore right now.
I'm in constant pain.
I'm in constant pain.
Hey,
I am in the most constant pain.
well,
I'm
who's
sure
that?
you're-
Let's do a trial. Let's
Pain
figure
off.
out who's in.
My body knows when it's gonna rain. I'm a witch.
Where are you on the pain scale right now?
Right now, I have to sit with my body because I block it out because I'm in so much pain. Hang
Really?
on.
I would say I'm at a
Really?
5.
Oh, I'm not that much. Maybe at a 2.
My back hurts. I'm at a 5 right now.
You're at a 5?
Mhm.
I'm at a 5.2. No, I would say I'm probably at a, I don't think I ever go below a 5. But I, block it out.
Really?
5 is yeah, but I, stay so manic. It's like I dissociate from my body.
This is
That
sad.
sounds psychotic.
This is making me very upset. Let her
You
drink Diet
think
Coke.
you're the only one who dissociates? You think I spend half my time in my body?
No, you can't even have sugar. I would never be in my body if I,
I
was
can't
you.
believe you
I
have no
tried
I would
sugar.
be on Mars. I'm surprised you're even having a conversation right
I do
now.
meditate for 20 minutes a day to get back into my body.
Do you?
Meditation
Little
is-
sit,
Yeah.
little sit and eyes closed.
I lie
situation?
down. I lie on my back.
Oh.
I've been meditating. I fall asleep if I meditate on my back.
It's okay to fall asleep.
Yeah, that's what lazy meditators will say.
I
But
think you're sleeping.
napping and meditating isn't the same.
But then when my alarm goes off, I just add 20 minutes if I fall asleep.
You just keep
Okay,
sleeping.
that's a nap.
Well,
That's
or
asleep.
I.
That's
go through
a coma.
meditation.
No.
What are you thinking
That's
about?
good.
I mean, all
Good
I
for
know
you.
is it's time off of my phone and my negative thoughts that I spend the rest of
And you're
the day
in your body and you feel it.
Are you silent? Are you playing something
playing. Oh,
Like music
like
or something?
music or like
I
a?
meant like a game. I was
like
like,
a
yeah, I
guided
play fucking
meditation or
pickup
whatever that
sticks. What are you
is.
talking about? Am I playing something? No, I don't do a
And
guided
now you
meditation.
inhale.
That's what I always think it
love
is.
meditate. I'll fucking go complete silent and just
Yeah, I do silent.
sit in my body and feel my hair grow. It's wild.
I lie down and scream myself hoarse for 20 minutes. That's my
That
meditation.
is not meditating. That is a thing though. What is that called? Something
No.
screaming.
Therapy.
Screaming. There's that's a real
Really?
thing, getting it
Yeah.
out. Doesn't it make sense
No.
though? You ever in your car, okay, I'm about to say something that when you're gonna say something you think oh, but we probably all do this, and then you're gonna go, oh no, just me.
Mm-hmm.
I fucking scream in my car. I once made Sam Tripoli, I was having so much anxiety. I was like, hey, we were driving back from a show in Phoenix. I was like, this is going to sound weird. Because it is. Can we just pull over to rest area and I'm just going to get out and I'm just going to scream at the top of my lungs? And he's like, yeah, whatever you need.
No, even.
And I was like, Sam Tripoli doesn't think I'm acting insane. This is
Mhm.
maybe a red flag. I just got out and screamed. It's like a primal screaming is what it's
Mhm.
called.
Yeah, primal scream.
Oh.
Yeah. It's like I
Hmm.
didn't know it was a therapeutic thing when I first started just screaming. But I don't know. I think it's like there's trapped energy in your body and you got to get it out physically or emotionally or it's
Well, I'm a very angry driver, and I say a bad word in the car.
one bad word.
One bad one that I
You won't
need
even
to
say it
stop.
on air?
The F word.
Fuck?
No.
Oh. Forget you!
Yeah. It's okay. Yeah, it's bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah. It's not the word. It's not like I'm
don't
saying
have
the
to
N
say
word
it.
in my car.
Fatty! What if that's what
Fatty Arbuckle, and everyone's like, no, she said it.
Yeah, I've said things where I'm like, wow, we can not say that.
No, I
don't want to be in the habit because I wouldn't want to say it in front of like my
No.
boyfriend, anybody ever again.
I'm on a middle road now with road rage of like I think I meditate enough that I sometimes catch myself and I'll go, you are doing the best you can.
Oh,
I
wow.
love
You're
that.
probably having a really bad day and it's not about me.
I had someone ask me to stop behaving like I was when I was driving. They were like, you need to calm
In your
down.
car?
Oh, yeah. Like, you can't. This is a lot. And I was
Oh,
like,
I can't
I
be a
didn't
passenger
realize.
when someone's
Yeah.
I like and literally I've had multiple friends go, they would get mad at me because I have anxiety because of the way they're acting. They're like, well, you shouldn't have so much. Fuck you. You're driving like a crazy person.
Yeah.
Have you never been in a car accident? You've never just rolled in a vehicle and saw your life flash before your eyes? Fuck you.
I've been in so many car accidents where the car has like spun around,
Yeah, I spun out on an overpass.
Yeah, I got hit by a
I've-
semi as a passenger, and the car like
Oh my
spun
God.
around on the freeway, and I thought I was dying. I mean, I saw the other car's headlights coming
Yeah,
towards my
and you're
face
like, this is it.
in the side window and in the front window. I mean, I was prepared to die.
My mom had to drag me out of a gas station in Oklahoma when we were driving from Mississippi to Alaska because she spun out on an overpass. Same thing, semi behind us. Just like the tire
Was
fucked
she
up.
drunk?
No, but she was for sure on caffeine pills.
I still have dreams about my dad driving me drunk, and I was like 5.
yeah.
Oh, my God.
But he got in a car accident with my sister in the car when she was a baby.
Yeah, my dad flipped the car with my brother, and he used to do this thing where it's kind of funny, and now that they're all okay, well, he's dead, and he has been dead, and it probably rattled his brain for the rest of his life. And also, now that I think about it, my brother is not well, so maybe it fucked him. Whatever.
Brother's
My
not
dad would do
well.
this thing that he thought was so funny, where he'd go,
they're
look,
not-
kids, I'm German driving, and he'd do this, and the car would go,
Oh.
and we'd be like, and one time it just fucking flipped.
Oh, my
and
God.
And my brother's like, let's do it again. And my dad's
Oh,
like,
my God.
son of a bitch.
Jesus Christ.
Also, so offensive to Germans, and not that they don't need to be taken down a peg. But like, they're very rule oriented. No one drives like that in Germany.
No. I
What
don't
kind
think
of a
so.
fucking-
No.
Nobody
Is it because how
drives
yeah,
like
The
that makes
Autobahn,
sense.
just
Yeah.
floor it, man.
I've never been. This is crazy. I've never been in a car
Yeah,
in
well,
my life.
maybe you tone it down a little.
Maybe
if
that's
you
why.
had.
This is the problem. I'm
Maybe you
very
need a little
manic.
Jesus take the wheel.
Uh-huh.
I've been in
Well,
so many car accidents, and I'm so afraid in cars at all times.
Yeah,
Shit.
I've been in enough car accidents that like the way I am in cars make sense, but I've always been like that in cars to the point that I'm like, did I die in a horrific car accident in a past life? Did I like fly off a ravine? Because I've always been like,
I've always been like that too. I
Oh.
remember sitting in the back seat when my dad would be driving and praying because he would, even when he was sober, he would drive, and I remember him falling asleep, and we would watch his eyes.
but it's also like, is that just
Oh my God.
awareness?
And my mom would be like, Jerry, let me drive. And he wouldn't let her drive.
fucking men
And
their
so he would drive
sexist-
us like falling asleep. And I remember the semis coming and like being so close to me and just like praying, just being like, God, please just like keep me safe. Please."
This is a nightmare.
As,
I
like, a little
grabbed the
kid.
wheel once from my mom while she was driving. Just someone like she's driving me up to like my high school. This is Alaska, just fucking snowing, and we're just two-way road, whatever, and fucking and we're like in the middle of the road, and this other car's in the middle of the road, and she just not even reacting, and I just was like,
Oh my God.
she's like, what happened? And I was like, we were gonna die. We were gonna die. What do you do? I've seen my mom has like my mom is blind from like one side of her eye over. She shouldn't be allowed to drive. She got like an eye surgery when she was little, and they just fucking cut.
So
and
she has
her-
no
stop.
depth
She's got like a
perception.
crazy eye. My mom looks fucking scary. The eye, she knows. But she has hit someone driving through a Walmart. She hit someone with her like far mirror, like a person walking. I was like, Mom, you just hit that person with your mirror. And she's like, they shouldn't be in the road. I'm like, you're on the fucking
Yeah,
sidewalk.
you're
You're literally
You're in the store.
You're in Walmart.
Yeah, we're
Like, what are you
inside
doing?
Walmart.
Fuck.
I
Dude.
rear-ended a guy named Timothy Chapchuck.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Well, fuck him. He deserved
I was
it.
on my way to pick up a check from a job I got fired from, and it was the smallest scratch ever, and he made me pay $1,800. He's like, we're not going through insurance. He's like, you're paying this. I had to
No.
like, beg my parents for money at the time. Oh, yeah, my dad was like,
Not
you
going through
ruined his
insurance?
car. I'm like, I didn't do anything to this guy's car. I was like just traffic out of nowhere.
I once played tic-tac-toe
What a
on my
dick.
dad's bumper.
Yeah, so I'm, come on.
He was so mad.
Yeah. Are you insane?
No wonder he left.
Oh, I'm glad you played tic tac
Yeah,
toe on his
fuck you.
bumper.
He's
Fuck
dead.
him.
I didn't know. I just was like, picked up a stick and I was like, it works. I didn't fucking understand the gravity of. I was really little.
How long was this before he left you at the Waffle House?
I mean, he left when I was 8, so I was younger than 8. So I mean, I was little.
Your little
No.
glasses.
I mean, it was still stupid. Yeah, my little.
My little bowl cut.
Where are you going, Dad? Oh.
Oh, this is getting sad. Let's get off this.
Slobs.
Sad
Slobs.
slobs. The sads.
Dude, yeah,
Jesus
fuck. I've been
Christ.
rear-ended by, drunk drivers, whatever. It fucking.
Yeah, he was T-boned
This
by a
is
drunk
scary.
driver.
Dude, people just. And nowadays, it's like, get a fucking Uber. What are you doing? And
No,
when people still
that's
drive,
why I'm like, this drink, like, I this is not relatable at all for family sleeping stuff. We're like, it's scary. I've never drunk. I maybe have like once or
Oh,
twice.
in college,
but I'm like,
I look back and I'm like, I can't believe I did that.
Yeah.
no, we only because we had really good subway systems in Toronto. So we
That's
never
great.
we never drank. I also didn't have a car. When you live in the city, you don't have a fucking car. It doesn't exist.
Vividly remember one time. I mean, there were times I'd wake up at home and I'd be like, how did I get home?
I do that biking though.
You
which is
drove
like,
all of
oh yeah,
us.
literally a bicycle. And I'd be like, where's my bike? And I'd come home and it's just like on the front
Sitting
lawn.
there,
I'm
yeah.
like,
Oh, yeah.
we'll call
I have a
that
best
trip
friend who
home.
Yeah.
notoriously drove drunk. And also, I remember one time driving back from a bar in college, being like one eye closed and being like, I am fucked up.
No.
Usually, and I won't say it's any better, at least most of the time I just had no recollection. I remember being like, all right, slow and steady. What the fuck?
God.
I mean, I'm ashamed of it, but like, it's whatever. I did it.
Everyone's done it. It's not like you're the only
It's
fucking
like-
person.
I actually, oh God, my drinking was so bad that instead of, and this is such an alcoholic thing to do, instead of quitting drinking, I got rid of my car because I was like, I'm going to kill someone. Like, because I would get blackout drunk.
At least you
and
had the
then
awareness to
find
do
out I
that.
drove.
I would get in fights with people who were trying to drive me
and
home.
I wouldn't remember driving. And my friends would, you know.
Yeah.
Or there
they'd
would be
like,
evidence that I drove because I
Uh-huh.
would be in a different place. Yeah. I got rid of my car.
shit.
I
That
didn't
is
drive a car for 10
next
years.
level. But also, that's why in cities where there are like subways and stuff, it's so much easier to slip into a drinking problem because you don't think about I don't drive.
Oh yeah, and then you're taking the
Right.
subway.
Fucking, I think if I had moved to Chicago to start comedy or like New York right away, I would have been a fucking
Chicago's where I hit rock bottom.
yeah.
That was where it ended.
It's a drinking city, right? It's
Yeah.
a fucking
Yeah.
party town.
Milwaukee
wild.
is even worse in my experience. Like I went back to Milwaukee
yeah. I mean,
and
they're
my
a beer
friends
town.
were like, "Oh, I didn't think you had a problem." And I'm like, I literally blacked out every single day. Like, what do you think
Yeah,
a
what
problem
the-
looks like?
yeah,
How
what do
much
you-
worse
yeah,
could
but
it
Yeah.
when that surrounds you, when
Yeah.
you're like, I thought we all did that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
thought
yeah,
that in
literally
college.
would wake up and start drinking as soon as I woke up. I'm like, what do you think?
Jesus.
What is an
Christ.
alcoholic to you if that's not one?
Yeah.
I was never an early. I never,
No.
never was a morning drinker.
I also lived with a very serious alcoholic when I was like younger, and it really rubbed me the wrong way. And I felt like bad for her, and I tried to help her, but I would see her like wake up and like clear water bottle of vodka, and like I'd be like, no, that's the vodka. She would chug it all, and go, yeah, it is, and I'm like, I wake up in the morning, chug a whole thing of vodka. I'm like,
Such
that's
an awful way to live. It's so disgusting.
it's
think
bad.
it-
It's scary.
Oh, it's dark.
And it makes you hate
Yeah.
your being that person sucks because you know
Yeah.
what you're doing. Like
Yeah,
you know that that's not
You're just like,
what
"Fuck
people
this."
do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know.
you feel like a piece of shit.
I bought her concert tickets for her birthday, and I went over to her house at like 4 p.m. to pick her up. I'm like, we're gonna go get some free drinks, go to the show. Go to the, I go
Oh,
in.
no.
She's blackout. The door's open. She's in her underwear, and there's a strange man. I'm like, who's this guy? She goes, I just found him on the street, and they were like fucking, and I was like, and I'm like, honestly, here's
Oh.
your concert ticket. I cried. I'm like, this. I was so happy to take her out. I left her the ticket. I'm like, I'm leaving. She shows up to the concert, Stephanie, screaming. And I'm like, oh my god, thank God, no one knew me at the show. I was in the corner. She got dragged out. The security, she came in, was belligerent, was screaming around, like it looked crazy. Security took her out. It was fucked.
Jesus,
And I was like, oh my,
fucking
I can't. I don't know
Christ.
how she got there. I don't know how the fuck they let her in. Like it was crazy.
It's wild
very
when
upsetting.
someone's that fucked up. It's like,
And it's how do you still live your house? Like, that's the problem. When I get like, I don't black out because when I get to the point of like super drunk, I'm barfing. I'm like, okay, I'm sick now. My body can't take it. I'm not like. I
mine
can't keep
always
going.
crossed over at the same time.
I wouldn't throw up. I would just black out. The next day I would throw up.
I would make myself throw up in a blackout and be like, hang on, I just gotta throw up and then I can keep drinking.
Oh
I
God,
tried that
no,
before.
Puke and rally.
no.
And then a lot of times I would actually puke and then be like, I'm gonna tap out.
I don't think I've ever once puked and then kept going. I'm like,
Dude, just
it's time for
fucking-
bed. I don't care
I
what the
have.
fuck's happening.
I would black out.
God.
I blacked out a lot of college.
Yeah.
I didn't know everyone else wasn't blacking out. I remember my junior year, we had a birthday party, and the next, we had this big fucking theme party, super fun, and one of my best friends, we'd known each other since the beginning of freshman year. She's like, I don't remember anything from last night. And I was like, well, yeah, isn't that like every time we drink? And she's like, that has never happened to me before. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, fuck. I thought we were all just not remembering anything.
No.
It's just me?
There's a girl I know, and her like
There's
rock.
a hair on your lip.
Fix it. Her rock bottom
Thank God that
That was
Connected.
tense. That was tense.
was the first time that she blacked out because she was like, I knew about alcoholism and I knew that it was progressive and that hadn't happened before. So I saw it getting worse, so I stopped.
Wow, all it took was one
Jesus
blackout?
Christ.
Isn't that amazing?
That's
I just was
insane.
going, this is college.
I will say, I can say honestly, I've maybe blocked out. I can count one hand. Like I literally, it's the Bulgarian blood.
Yeah, I
You
can't
just
count.
You just remember it all. It's almost worse. I
It's
remember
almost, yeah, it's
everything.
like,
Oh, God.
there's a part of me that's like, thank God that I don't remember a lot of that because I don't know if I could fucking.
Yeah, no shit.
I can't
dude.
live with the shit I do remember.
My rule used to be don't tell me what happened last night.
Yeah.
Like at the end, I just didn't want to know. But
Yeah, I had multiple people tell me that in the course of like partying, there would be times where they'd be talking to me and I'd be saying shit. And then in the conversation, I'd go, I don't know, I'm probably blacked out right now. I'm not going to.
You're not making any sense.
And literally, I would never remember that. They'd be like, yeah, you said you were blacked out. I'm like, I was. What an awareness.
Yeah.
people would say to me, they'd be like, I looked into your eyes and you were not there. Like you just weren't there. And I'm like, yeah, I don't.
My eyes were always the first
Guilty
thing
as
to
charged.
go.
No, I wasn't.
Fuck.
I'm saying were. Like, I still drink. I just don't drink like that. But it's
I've
like,
never seen you anywhere close to like that.
I would
No,
be like,
no,
one
no.
eye would just close. And I'd be like, no, it's fine. It's just, that eye's done. That eye is done for the night. But
Yeah,
the rest
we
of us
got-
are fine.
We have another
was
eye.
it like because if you open that up, you would see double, but if you closed
it probably
it, you would
is.
just
It's
see
probably just
one?
like trying to focus. Like,
Did you do the classic thing? I heard this a long time ago. I kind of believe it. If you're that drunk, you have to go to bed, putting one foot on the
Oh, yeah,
floor, so
sure.
it kind of like
yeah,
centers
so you wouldn't spin.
Yeah.
what? No one
Yeah.
told me
This
that.
is. I did this after fucking New Year's, and I did this again recently. No, New Year's was the worst one. New Year's
I
was
would
sick.
always get a bag or a bowl. I'd be like, I need something in case I yak. Just, I would sleep on my side holding a bowl ready to vomit. And
That's-
occasionally a plastic bag, which could have ended terribly.
yeah, that's very bad.
just
That's
be with a
very
grocery
bad.
bag. Also, at like so many college theme parties, so it'd be like at my friend's house where people are still partying, and I'm like half naked with my ass out. I once laid in front of a fan. Me and my best friend Stacy, she had like this stupid big fan because it was Florida, and I guess she didn't have air conditioning. And she's like, "I'm hot. I'm gonna lay down," and I laid down too, and was like, "I'm flying," and then just passed out.
What an
in
embarrassment!
the middle of the living room. Yeah, so
It's like, no,
embarrassing.
you're waking people up and embarrassing.
Well, okay,
them.
what's the most embarrassing thing you've done, like under the influence, like that you can remember?
that I can remember, or that I've been told
Mhm.
I've done.
that you can remember.
I don't know that I can remember. I
There's a
just
lot.
done a lot that I haven't remembered.
Black it out. I have one where I was very high and very drunk, and it was the stupidest argument. It was like 7 of our friends. It was like 4 against 3, whatever, and we couldn't argue. When you smell something like this in science class, if it's waft or wafted, I'm like, it's waft.
It's always
It's always waft.
Obviously, it's
Wave.
Who the fuck
These
says wave?
the 4 people, it's waved. I'm like, we
4
need.
people?
It was a nightmare. They're all
I
the
would
same
be
high
like,
school.
you are
Canadian
gaslighting
bullshit.
me.
It was psychotic. So I, at like fucking 2 a.m, went on the site. We were in like a residential area, and I went. I'm like, we need to solve this. We need one more person to solve this.
Yeah.
I stopped this car, and I'll never forget. I was
In the
out on
middle of
street,
the night.
Middle of the night. I'm out. on the
Is
street,
it
like,
waft or wave?
Literally, I stopped this car. It's a woman, a mother, terrified for her life. I go, roll the window down, and none of my friends came out. So I'm out here alone doing this, and she grabbed her son. I went lower, and I'm screaming, and she's like, and I'm like, waft or waved, and she was just like looking at me. Like, can you imagine having your son like, please leave us alone? We didn't do anything. And yeah, literally. And then she drove away, and she didn't answer me. And I went like, well, now we're never gonna know. And I was like so fucked. And I keep to this. If you're listening, this woman, I feel so bad that I did this to you and your son. You and your son were terrified, and she probably went home and like kissed. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. It was a nightmare. I don't know where they're coming
Oh
from.
my
Maybe like a
God.
family dinner or something. I don't know what the fuck at that hour, but it was.
What if she was on her way to murder her son and she
well,
reconsidered it?
She
in
might.
that moment?
I feel like
It's
she probably
waft.
never had a kid again.
She's like, "You're all I have left in this world. It's gone
Nightmare.
to zombies."
It looked like a zombie. Middle of the street, just
fucking
like doing that. Like, it's crazy.
I got thrown out of a Howl at the Moon on my 21st birthday for trying to take over one of the pianos. I would not stop singing on the dueling. It was a dueling piano bar.
That's so funny.
And I also think for some reason I vaguely remember eating a hot dog.
I showed up.
I don't know where the hot dog came from. But I was like,
I showed up at a party
You
once.
bought your own hot dog?
and being like, pour some sugar on. And they're like, man, you have to leave. I got thrown out of a college football game for mooning a kicker.
That's really funny.
I fucking pulled my whole asshole out.
That's
I was like,
really
fuck you.
funny.
And then I got thrown in the drunk tank.
No.
Yeah. And I had my mom, my friend's mom had given me a Prada purse. Like an old, like, so I was just walking around like, I've got money. I'm trash. She's just, here, do you want this? The Christmas before. And and I'm a mess. Just threw my shit in whatever. They found pills in the goddamn purse. So they're like, are you doing drugs? I'm like, no. They're like, we're going to flush these drugs. I'm like, dude, flush them. I'm like, this isn't drugs. This is literally just beer. I don't know what to tell you. But I got like in trouble for drugs. I'm like, I don't even do drugs. I'm not that cool.
I showed up at a party with a mini keyboard and was like, turn this shit off. Made them turn off the music. Wasn't invited to the party. Didn't know anybody there. and started playing like Heart and Soul on this mini keyboard and like rapping over it. Like just... that just reminded me of that. That's not even one of my more embarrassing
those
moments.
are things I remember.
My God.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I
can't
threw a
even...
drink on a guy just because it was my birthday. I got told that later. I went up to a group of men. It was like, can I just say something? They were talking. They were having cigarettes outside of a party. And I have this like a red like Kool-Aid drink.
Oh my God.
Can I just say something? And then I just threw my drink at him and started laughing. And he was so pissed. But they're like, we can't do anything. It's her birthday. And I was
I was at a ladies' night once where ladies got 2 free drink tickets. I used one on a drink, immediately dropped it, and it shattered. So I used my other ticket on a drink, immediately dropped it, and it shattered. And then I left because I just went for my 2 free drinks.
Oh my
dropped
God.
2 drinks on the ground in 30 seconds.
And like,
and
it's
left.
time for me to go.
This is it.
Yeah.
But also some of those drinking deals, I don't fucking... In college, I think about there was $6 pitchers of liquor.
Yeah.
At a bar.
Oh my God.
And people, by the way, it's like you think I got this pitcher, we're gonna pour glasses. No, you put fucking a straw in a sex on the beach. And you're just, ew.
God's
Then I'm sucking
sakes.
dick in the back of a frat house. Whatever, it happens.
Ew.
Oh, yeah.
I would drink Long Island iced teas, which
yeah.
I
Oh,
didn't
God.
even know what they were.
They're so alcoholic.
They're so alcohol.
It's
like
a
it's
pint,
all
it's
alcohol.
a pint of alcohol.
It
I
is,
remember
yeah.
I
How do they make
ordered
it
a double once. I ordered a double Long Island, and the guy's like, that doesn't even
not a
exist.
thing.
No, you
They're all
can't
double.
He's like,
legally.
there's no room for it. It's
No.
all alcohol. How do they taste so good?
Yeah, but that's
They're
magic.
so
Mix.
good.
Yeah, it's the
Why
lime
isn't that
juice
all
and the
anyone
Pepsi.
drinks?
I don't know. It also speaks like my mom's from Long Island, and it makes me feel like it's just like a testament to the deep alcoholism of Long Island.
Yeah.
You're
That
like,
they
we're
can-
not drunk enough. We need every alcohol in there stirred up.
They're
Just a
so
straw.
tasty.
I caught my mom once drunk after she'd been sober. Oh man, she's gonna fucking kill me. On a cruise ship, of course. I shouldn't be saying this on a podcast. Whatever. She's all, ooh, I catch her at a slot machine.
This podcast is not for moms. Our moms
No.
should not be listening to this.
And I go, what's that you're drinking? Nothing. I snatch it. And she goes, give that back. I take a sip. And I'm like, this is alcohol. This is a Long Island iced tea. And this bitch goes, well, I ordered a regular iced tea. And that's what they gave me. I was like, what are you, 5? What do you think
That's so
oh,
funny.
okay. It's the most like,
That's so funny.
Yeah.
I'm a giant child. And I was like, oh, is that what happened? You said iced tea. And they're
Yeah.
like, obviously this woman means booze.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
maybe.
no one accidentally gives you. It's not like it's right next to the regular iced tea. It's fucking 8 different kinds.
Yeah,
of
like
tea.
it's just in a pitcher.
And you asked for it, and why is it taking 4.5 minutes to make it? You're
Oh,
just
they
staring
must
at
have
them.
pressed the Long Island iced tea button. They might accidentally give you a Coke if you ask
Yeah.
for iced tea.
Yeah.
They're not going to
No.
It'll
accidentally
be
give you a
sweet or
Long
unsweet.
Island
Yeah.
iced tea. Right.
That's so funny.
Fucking idiot.
Did I tell you? Well, my sister was here last weekend.
Yeah.
We got pretty toasted. We went to what's the Break Room 86? The 80s bar. Have you been there? Very fun.
No, where
Oh my
is
God,
this?
it's so fun. It's
We
in
have to
Koreatown. We
go.
have to go. We have to go.
I will go now.
We literally went in.
You
I
will
was
not
like,
go now. We're going to
not- yeah,
finish up the
yeah,
podcast,
yeah.
please. Thank you.
It's so fun though. We walked in and we started dancing.
Take your quarter of a pill of Ritalin.
You must.
It's a quarter of a pill.
Why are you bullying me? It's
You
Adderall.
must. Anyways.
I need you to microdose your Adderall.
I think you need to for the next podcast.
I'm sorry.
Long story short, we're drunk as hell. My sister loses her phone. We're about to leave. I call the Uber. Can't find the phone. Making a huge scene. Okay. I'm asking everybody. I'm on the dance floor. Everyone's coked out. I'm by far the oldest woman there. Ancient woman. Old hag. Everyone's like, who's this old hag? I'm like, my sister's phone. Move. I see these 3 guys. I call it. I see one guy put his hand in his pocket. And I go, okay. So I walk over. I'm like, hey. I'm not going to get my sister involved. She's looking in another corner. I'm like, do you have my sister's phone? I'm like, we were just standing here. I'm like, do you have the phone? And he's like, we don't have it. And I'm like, so I go to my sister. She's a bit of a nutcase. She comes over. Open your pocket! Starts screaming at these 2 guys. And I'm like, oh my God, making the biggest scene. Like, I'm going to call it, losing her mind. I'm still calling her phone. I look over. I see a guy pick her phone up. And I'm like, so he has a phone. I'm like, I have to go over as she's literally accosting these 3 men. I'm like, oh my God, please. I'm like, we have the phone. We go, the guy's like, you can't have your phone yet. We're like, what? He goes, come in here. Takes us into a private karaoke room that I didn't know existed. Made my sister sing a song with all of his friends. It was, I mean, it came
What heaven?
It was hilarious. And then she sang Alicia Keys in this room with like 12 Korean people, and I was in the back with 2 women. I'm hugging them. I'm kissing them on cheeks. It was psychotic.
What
my
you're
God.
describing is a waking nightmare, and you're sharing it like it was a fun.
It was
memory.
fun.
Did they
And I
give
told them
her
all to come to
money?
the store.
I would not.
Sometimes
be fun.
Korean
not be
businessmen
fun
pay
about that.
money for
No, it was very fun.
That's a living. Yeah. Why is your living nightmare sound like the best night of my life?
Yeah. It was
No.
a very fun.
I would just be like, I'm Korean now, and they'd be like, okay, now you have to leave. That's not. You've gone too far.
I
You
truly
can't say
made them
I'm
add me on
Korean now.
Instagram.
Yeah, you're not. You're just a drunk woman. We're
That
harassed.
was incredibly tone deaf.
Yeah.
We're no longer friends.
Yeah.
I'm Korean now.
Like, no, ma'am, no.
Ma'am, no.
There was secret private karaoke.
It was a
rooms
yeah, I had no idea.
in the 80s bar.
Yeah, and then I tried to. I'm like, add me on Instagram. I'll get you guys all in the store. Like I can do this. I was like, all of them. And I went to type my name in, but it was all in Korean, so I couldn't. Use
Wow,
the
they had
keyboard.
Korean
And then I
keyboards.
yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't even recognize those characters.
No.
That's something that scares me is the idea of going to a country where the letters are unrecognizable to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. A
You've
lot of
been,
them,
right?
they have like English and stuff. Yeah, I've been to Korea.
Yeah.
My mom lived there for 7 years. So
Oh,
it's
shit.
like pretty. Also, now with phones, thank God, like you can, if you're lost, you can find your way anywhere.
Do you?
But they have a
how?
lot of English. Sometimes it's like really
How
funny,
the fuck
like
would you do that?
translations where it's just kind of a little bit off. Like, I can't even think of one.
I've seen like go for the bathroom, go back toward your behind, like
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Oh.
It's
Where
stuff
it's
like
like,
that, where
I
it's
get
like-
what you mean, but
But it's just
that's
like
not how you say it.
direct
Yeah.
translation.
And
Yeah.
leave it to us to fucking laugh at someone's translation when it's like, I just said I don't even know what your letters look like.
Yeah, I mean,
And then I'm like, ha ha ha, that's not how you say it exactly, even though I completely know what you mean because you communicated
and then
successfully with
they
me.
see our shit and
Loser.
they're like, no, you're saying it wrong.
No, you're illiterate.
You're fucking stupid. Americans, god damn it. Yeah, no, it's
All Americans know like 1 1/10 languages.
Fuck. I mean,
You guys
How
learned
did they
different
teach
languages in
us
school, right?
languages so
Yeah,
badly?
we
That's
should
what
in
you
parle
do.
school?
français.
So badly.
Did you
I
learn
studied
French?
French for
Yeah,
probably
same.
6 years, and I couldn't have a fucking conversation with
Not
a
people.
French
No?
person.
Not a peep.
Oh,
I could do a peep. I could
désolé.
incredibly
Oh, wow.
slowly order off a menu like a person who didn't speak French.
Un croissant, s'il vous plaît.
Yeah, literally.
Maintenant, s'il vous plaît. I used to be bilingual for the first 3 years of my life.
Okay.
Huh.
Yeah, I spoke fluent German and English because I lived in Germany.
Sure.
And then we moved here, and this has just been told to me. And then I was like, nobody even tried to like thought
Keep it up
maybe it
line.
would be good for your kid to know 2 languages. No, immediately just like English only.
I knew a guy who his dad's side is Mexican and his mom's side was white, and she wouldn't let his dad teach them the kids Spanish.
That's so fucking ignorant. Why
because
would
she
you want your
didn't want
kids
them to be able to talk about her in
That's
front of her. But it's like,
psychotic.
bitch, then learn
Learn
Spanish.
Yeah, literally, that's crazy.
You fucking. Why would you not
Also,
want your kids to be set up to
He
be?
still he doesn't know he does not know Spanish to this day.
Were you
Oh,
that
lo
bad of a mom?
siento.
Like, what are you doing that you're like, you're talking about me? Like, whose mom is that?
Get a
You
fucking
guys talking about
life.
me?
Seriously.
Yeah, it's like, what are you fucking lighting your kids on fire? What are they
Yeah,
gonna
what are they-
say?
yeah, literally.
She's mean.
Yeah, it's called get a family group text and just keep your mother out of it. Like
yeah,
I
like the
do.
rest of us.
Yeah, like the rest
You
of us.
slobs. I'm kidding. I would never have a family group text. Oh.
We got one. We got one going. And it's not. My
Good
sister's
for
annoyed
you.
with it right now, so we have a separate chat. She's like, "Don't talk to me in the family group chat. I won't answer."
Yeah.
It's insane.
We had one for
what's,
a while.
What's going on? Why?
My sister moved back home for a bit, so she's losing her mind.
She's just
Yeah.
losing it.
Yeah,
Oh.
you can't live with your parents at this age. It's too much.
No, absolutely not.
No,
100%.
I considered it when I was considering being a park ranger.
I would
Yeah.
literally sooner live on the street.
Yeah, I mean now I know
Yeah.
that.
I would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
1,000%.
100%.
I mean, I did it for quite a long time during the pandemic. I was. there for almost 6 months.
Wow.
Lost my mind.
No.
That's
Yeah.
why I think I turned to TikTok. I had to. I'm working on something in my room. Just like I can't.
When
leave
you have
it
to
alone.
turn to TikTok for your sanity, that says a lot.
That's a problem.
I recently started looking at Reddit. I know I'm like so late to the game
Wow.
on that.
I'm just,
but
I
love
refuse.
I
the
refuse.
"Am I the asshole?" posts, and it's people who are like, "Am I the asshole for doing this?" And people have conflict with their parents where they're like, "I'm 19, 26, whatever. I live at home. I pay rent. This is happening." And I'm like, "Oh, your problem is you've got to stop trying to resolve conflicts between your parents you live with and you, because you just can't live with your parents
Yeah, just
at this age.
don't live
That's
with your
it.
parents.
It
No, that's
will
it.
not work.
It's also like if you're paying rent at your parents' house, go pay rent
That's
somewhere else.
when people do that. It's sick.
It blows me away.
Get the hell out. You can find a
like
cheap
if you're
a
not
room
getting
somewhere.
the benefit of saving money, what the fuck are you doing?
Also,
Yeah.
what's the whole point?
A lot of them, they do it because they're like, my parents need my money. And I'm like, but
Which
that's really
is-
not your problem.
no.
yeah,
it's
no,
not.
fuck you if that happens.
Yeah.
I moved
Yeah,
out when I
you
was-
move in with me and you can pay me rent.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
can have less rent than your mortgage. How about
Right.
that? How about give me your house
Especially
and you
if
can
they're
pay me
being
rent?
shitty to you, which like they are.
Yeah, of course.
I moved out when I was 18 years old. I had $200 in my bank account. I'm like, see ya. Can't do
Yeah,
this
when I was
anymore. Bye.
17.
Yeah, I was
moved into
17.
the
I
dorms.
fucking-
Yeah.
moved to, but I went to like a college
Yeah.
dorm.
Same.
Oh, I moved in with 8 men, 8 boys.
Oh,
8 kids.
God.
Well,
Yeah.
that
It's like,
you
tell
lived
that
my
story.
dream. Hello.
No, it was disgusting. We ate cookie dough for. That's when I went to the Humber.
Oh,
I'm a Humber
that
College
sounds
comedy
like-
Oh,
program.
you were in a house with 8
oh, that
male
sucks.
clowns
You ate
eating
cookie
cookie
dough
dough.
with.
Yeah.
I can't believe you went to that
That's
college and
awesome.
didn't know how to juggle.
I tried to learn.
Oh my God, the juggling story,
Yeah.
the little limes.
I tried to
Honestly,
learn.
you should sue that college. That you came out
I'm
of there
actually
not knowing how
teaching
to...
for them in 2 weeks, so I'm teaching their social media course. So
Really?
excuse me, I am.
Oh my God.
I'm very stupid. Thank God. I mean,
Congratulations.
it's just like
Why
a
would you not?
2-day class.
Yeah.
2-day class is not a big thing.
That's great. You're great at social media.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
Teach me social
sure.
media. I would pay
yeah,
you.
Yeah, yeah.
For social
Well,
media.
it's more like how do I
probably
make my
know-
characters up, and I'm like, I'm a lunatic. I don't know how to explain that.
Yeah, they're like,
But I will
kids.
if
you'll
you
pay
people
me.
Yeah.
paying for
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
clown college can't figure out how to come up with characters, how am I supposed to help you?
Give me
Yeah, I
the
mean, yeah.
link. Can I get the link, or do I have to enroll in the
I'd
college?
probably give you the link.
Yeah,
I would
hook it
watch.
up.
I wanna
I'll fucking
watch.
Yeah.
I want
Yeah,
your
definitely.
professional wisdom.
I don't know what I have. We got to plan this class. out
Where do
still.
you
I
buy
have
your
not even-
mustaches? That's where-
Where you were
Ah.
just trolling her in the class, asking her questions.
Yeah, you're saying
that
really
she doesn't
shitty
wanna have
things,
to
and I'm like,
answer.
God.
Oh, I fucking
Actually, I'll send you my mustache page. It's actually on Hollywood Boulevard.
really.
It's like
You-
a
you got
Hollywood
mustache
costumes
guy?
and
I'll send you
wigs.
my
Yeah, I got a
mustache guy.
mustache
He's
guy.
a fucking opens his jacket. And says, what do you want, Fu Manchu? We got full.
It's all
beards."
real human hair. You don't ask where it comes from.
Oh.
Don't ask questions.
don't
it
need
stinks.
it to be real.
You won't notice, but it smells. Yeah, no, it's off of It's off
This
of
was
somebody's
skinned
body.
off
to
of
be
someone's
real.
face.
It's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
supposed
no,
to
it
look
comes to
like
skin.
I actually have a mustache.
Comes to skin.
Comes to
Oh,
No, I do get the real hair ones though. They're really good. And then you
that's
put the
real
spirit
hair.
gum. But most of them are like the fake ones. But I have a really good one. But I put too much spirit gum on.
Why
it,
do you
and
have a
that's too
really
crusty.
good one?
Oh, you need a really good one.
Well, for what?
Oh,
What are you gonna? Are you
sometimes I get
at
really
risk
carried
of
away.
not
Gonna
playing
look
an
like a
actual man in a
guy.
movie?
Yeah.
Yes. I
No.
like to look as man. I like to become the character. I like to look quite masculine.
Wow.
It's very easy for me too. It's not hard. Very simple. I just go down a little bit.
You've
like
never
this.
looked like a man.
Yes, I have.
I've never seen you look like a man where I'm like, she looks like a man. Have you?
No,
Oh, I'll
you've always
find my
been a woman
grade
in
8
a
photo. I'll
mustache.
find
Yeah,
my
you're a
grade
woman
8.
with a mustache.
No. I can look like a man. I can't
She
believe
won't
this.
take that.
I
No,
won't take
no,
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 as an
no, no,
answer.
no.
I
Yeah,
there's
well,
gotta
that's a
be.
very manly thing
It's
to
out of
say.
the question.
Yeah, I don't believe it.
Oh my God, man, I wish I could be.
Do you know how many people have told me that my hair looked like a wig when it was long?
I feel like that's a compliment, though.
I kind of do too.
It just means like
It
your
made it
hair
look
looks
that
so
good.
perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, it hurt my feelings. Okay.
Oh, no.
I'll change my feelings about that then.
When my hair, anytime my hair looks really good, that's my first thought is like, this looks like a wig.
A guy asked me literally 3 days ago if my hair was wig.
Also, I think
He
there's
went, nice mullet wig, and I went, oh, it's my hair. So there we go.
something to bangs giving
Yeah,
off
I think it is
because a lot
wiggy.
of
It would be so easy.
a lot of wigs have the bangs to hide the like hairline
Yeah.
fake shit.
Yeah.
So like when you have really good bangs, people just go like, oh, it's a wig. When I think the most I got told that from other people is when I had like full. It was also purple and bangs, so of course it could easily
Yeah,
be a wig.
you had a
Yeah,
purple
yeah,
bangs
yeah.
haircut. Yeah, that looked.
I
like
was
a
like,
wig.
make me look like I have a wig on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
you have such
love
thick
looking-
hair. I've seen you dry your
She
hair before.
thick.
It takes
is
a
very
very
thick.
long time.
It's annoying.
It's good. It's
but
good.
Oh,
it's
it must be so
luscious.
nice.
No, it was very luscious. I feel like I thought I was balding the other day, and I had a bit of a cry that I had a little female because I was like on FaceTime with my sister. She's like, ooh, and I was like, what's that? She's like,
PCOS, you'll get male pattern baldness.
Stop!
What?
I'll kill myself.
It's a symptom.
I'll die right now.
everyone will.
I don't, I'm not getting to that point. I can't. This nose, bald head. Are you kidding me? I'm fucked.
I'm
Dr.
pill.
Evil. I'm the
The
ugliest person in the world.
solution is birth control. All you have to
No,
do
I'm
is
gonna
start
kill myself
taking
right now.
birth
Stop
control.
picturing
You're not
you
gonna
bald.
kill yourself
I'm
right
Dr.
now.
Evil. Picture Dr.
You
Evil. That's me.
don't go fully bald. You're just it thins.
It
I have
thins?
that. Oh.
No, you don't. Give me your hair.
Yeah,
from
no,
PCOS.
right here. And
I don't. No one's saying I don't. This is what I'm worried about right now. You're all like,
no, you don't have a bald
PCOS.
spot.
I can't see it, but you have bangs too. I wouldn't fucking know.
No, this
Nobody loves
Yeah.
a bunch of male comics once I mentioned, I was like, I'm like kind of balding here, and they were not kidding. Like I think it was Shane Torres. He's like, I thought you shaved your head like that.
What?
When Shane Torres.
Who
Come
can
on.
even see that?
Come on. Let's
And
not.
he's my friend, and I still was like, ha. And he's like, no, I just like thought it was like a
Where?
punk
What do you-
rock.
I don't understand what you're looking
Pull
at.
your
It's
here.
just a
hair back.
little thinner here. It's like, I don't know. It's right here.
I don't see it at all.
Maybe they were just
that's
being
what I'm saying.
dicks.
You don't
Yeah.
like go bald. It's like a little bit thinner there.
So
No,
I am balding.
No,
No!
I have two Bulgarian
I have
ancestors.
the
The women,
same
they're
thing.
they
Oh,
are
you're
very
gonna be
thinning.
fine.
I'm
No,
doing
I'm
the
getting
same
away.
thing.
That'll cancel out.
Just go on the pill. Listen to me. Get treatment. The treatment is the
Can't
birth
go on the
control
pill.
pill.
I'm
It's
gonna
so
be
simple.
fucking fat as shit. That's what's on the pill. It's a fucking
No,
swollen pig.
if you have PCOS, you can lose weight on the pill.
well, then I'm getting on the pill.
Wait, I gotta get on
It's
the pill.
because of a
Like the pill.
hormonal imbalance. And for other people, for people who don't have PCOS and they go on the pill, yeah, they can get depressed. They can have all kinds of problems. They can gain weight. And that's because it sends their hormones out of whack. It sends your hormones into a healthy weight range by reducing your testosterone levels.
I don't know if I have PCOS. I gotta find a. Is there like a PCOS person? Do I have to go to?
Yeah,
Kai's
you
it's
have to get a
or
blood
it's
something?
test.
any gynecologist or endocrinologist or your
Yeah.
your primary care will
They
probably.
made me do a blood
test
test.
your
They
stuff.
asked me some questions.
Yeah, they
Irregular
ran a
periods,
shitload of labs. Yeah.
body hair. I have a higher level of stomach fat proportionally to my body.
Stomach fat is another thing.
It's like a
which
thing.
I've struggled with for my entire life. Do you know what happened to me? So after all of this testing, then revealed this thing that I've struggled with for my whole life: the acne, the weight, the fucking everything. I mentioned it to my mom. My mom was like, "Oh yeah, I have too much of that hormone." I was like, "Why didn't you fucking tell me?"
I
this whole thing,
fucking
yeah,
It's
well,
hate
fucking
that
genetic. Are
shit.
you shitting me? You've been watching me have horribly painful periods, cramps where I had to miss school, where I fainted, broke a fucking toilet seat, threw up in so much
Broke a
pain.
toilet seat.
Such painful periods. My whole life, you just watched this and you knew I had this and you
Misery
didn't say
loves
anything?
company.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Dude, yeah, those fucking
And I
terrible.
think it's because she just didn't, like, care when it was her. I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm like, you just didn't do anything about it. If I have a medical problem, I want to solve it.
Or it's like, are you aware that there is something you can do? Or
Yeah.
does she just like,
Yeah.
was she diagnosed
She
at a
is
time where they
now.
were like, you just
That's
have
it.
I
it?
told
That's
her-
being a woman.
I told her
Suck
and
up.
my
Yeah,
sister
yeah.
about it. They're the closest people alive to me genetically. Neither one of them seems to care at all.
Mhm.
Well, they're just like, oh, well.
My sister's like, well, what would I do about it? And I
Let
was
me
like,
ask you
I don't
this.
know. Ask your fucking doctor. You don't even want to know?
Did you are you someone who gets like tummy fat normally, or were you?
Yeah.
I mean, like, but you were like a little heavier all around. And you lost weight.
And
you look great.
and you look like you're wearing a wig. Let's really pile it on.
No, I'm asking because do you feel like birth control
I've
helped your stomach
always-
flatten?
No.
Damn it.
But my stomach had already flat. I mean,
was asking
I,
for very selfish reasons.
Yes.
it should.
I'll tell you right now.
It should help. It is the treatment for PCOS.
I'm telling you right now. I
PCO
100% don't have PCOS. I
Okay,
if I showed
Dr.
you
Steph.
if I show you baby
we
photos
two
of
can
me,
play this game. I'm telling you right now, you 100% do.
Okay,
don't-
well,
don't have
that's
I've never had
offensive.
period cramps.
You've never had a
I don't have
period
period
cramp?
cramps. I had like one literally like a month ago. My
How's
whole,
your acne? You don't look like you have acne.
I don't have acne.
You have good skin.
And I'm telling you right now, my body hair. I'm my dad, so I have my dad's mustache and my dad's treasure trail or happy trail.
You might not have
Because
it.
I-
Treasure
Trail.
Trail, it's Canadian.
Yeah,
You don't
yes,
feel like
I
you have a
to
little
change
bit
it.
higher testosterone? How's your sex drive?
No, I'm a man. I have my dad's.
You have a
High
sex drive.
testosterone is the main symptom.
You have a high sex
I
You
drive.
can
very
have
high
that
sex
and
drive, but
nothing
that's-
else.
High
yes.
testosterone is the diagnosis. Like that was the one thing. I literally had a panel done, a blood work done. I looked at it myself in my patient portal. Everything else was normal. There was one exclamation point. It was next to DHEA, which is
Testosterone.
an androgen, which is the same family as
Yeah.
testosterone.
Okay.
So
Yeah, and it's
if you
higher.
overproduce testosterone, and based on that, based on looking at that, my gynecologist was like, this puts you in the category of having
Feels
PCOS.
like you're just sponsored by birth control. And you're
I'm
trying
not!
to suck us into your birth control
I
lies.
want everyone to be healthy and happy. I want my friends to...
I want everyone to be on birth control. I'll say it.
I want my friends to be on birth control.
Lock it up.
No,
Enough.
but it's like, I don't know. It just was painful for me for a long time. And so if I have a solution and I didn't know I had the
Yes.
problem, I
Why
want
wouldn't you wanna
everyone
yeah.
who has the
Yeah,
problem
yeah.
and doesn't know they have it to know that they have it so that they can find a solution.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. I'll.
But also, yeah, there probably are a lot of people who don't have it. But it's so common that so many people do
But
have
it's also
it.
going like, you probably have PCOS. And then that person goes and looks up the symptoms of PCOS. And you're going to be like, well, this hurts. Because some of them are.
That's when they're gonna be like, no, you just.
It's like you're heavy and hairy. And I'm like,
Well, I'm just. That's yeah.
Is that why you think I'm doing a fake Google search.
I like it.
Yeah, I didn't think about it that way.
Yeah, I'm gonna find out that he's like, no, you just are Bulgarian. I'll be like, yes, I.
I guess I should
I'm
stop
well
telling
aware.
people I think they have PCOS.
You look like you have PCOS. And you're like, oh, is it because I have
Like, it says the
chin strap made of
description is
acne? Is that
Being
why?
fat, having acne, and a fucking beard.
You don't have to live like this. No, I did this to myself.
I can't
Yeah.
believe you have PCOS.
That's why I didn't get diagnosed for so long.
Yeah.
And then until Stacia was like, because I did her program, and I was like, I'm kind of losing weight, but like it feels like the diet. I don't know, like I'm not really dropping the way other people are, and I have like crazy stomach fat for my size.
Yeah.
And like, I know
I'm
that.
not. Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah,
Well,
afraid
no,
of
but
it.
it's like I'm not like it's whatever. I'm just acceptance of it now.
I just was.
I-
actively
Yeah, you
listening.
do, yeah.
I was.
I would
active
rather
listening.
have that because I spent so many years of fucking girlfriends being like, I don't even see it, and it's like, fuck you.
Well, I don't.
When I did Edinburgh Fringe, my poster, I don't know, I was like naked on the poster, fucking butt naked.
Yeah.
And it was the thinnest I've ever been,
I've
but
seen
I
your
still
cute
had like a
little
tummy
body.
my tummy, and I was like, who cares, whatever, that's part of it, put it up there. And I was roommates with 3 other comics. One of them was this British woman who I fucking love, Eleanor Conway, but I had never met her before.
Yeah.
And Bronson Jones is one of our roommates. Let's all put our posters up. We put up our posters. And she goes, what's wrong with your stomach, mate?
Oh, what a bitch.
Yeah, she just was like, what happened? She's like, it looks like you've got like a scar or like a... And I
What
was
a
like,
fucking
I
bitch.
wasn't even mad. I was just like, I knew it.
Oh God.
Because I
No.
spent so many
I
years
know what
being
poster
like,
you're talking
am
about. You're
I
hot.
fucking, like, do I have like such crazed body dysmorphia? And it's like, no. Everyone's just like, it's like, fine, whatever. But because of that, and then my periods are like wild. It's fucking.
Yeah.
I got 8 last year. I got 8 periods.
Sure,
I
sure.
never know when they're coming.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh, yeah.
So then I did the blood
Mayhem.
test.
Mayhem.
And I was like,
completely
oh,
unpredictable.
fuck.
Mine, I will have. I was having them so close together that I was like, I'm always having my period, and then I didn't get them like the regular amount that you're supposed to have.
Yeah.
I didn't have enough.
You regular?
And it's so impossible to find a doctor who will even pretend to give a shit about your problems. Like I talked to an online doctor who was
wow.
like, "Oh yeah, we don't even care to try to find what the cause is unless you've missed your period for 3 consecutive months." And I'm glad that I just was like, "All right, bye," and
Well,
then went and saw a real gynecologist
yeah.
who was a woman who still frankly doesn't pretend to give a shit about my problems, but at least I've done enough research now where like I go in and I have notes on my phone and I won't let her leave the room until I've asked my shit that I'm ready to ask.
Yeah.
Because if you do it on their like rhythm, you'll forget what you were going to say
you'll-
because
Yeah,
they
yeah.
They
pressure
blow you off
They
because
blow
they
you off.
overbook appointments. And then they're just like,
Absolutely.
yeah, you're fine, whatever. Dude, I fucking...
They don't give a fuck.
No, the dismissal of fucking medical. It's like, why are you doing this?
Even with the notes on my phone, she was trying to walk out. And I was like, wait, I have these questions that I want to ask you. And I asked my questions. And I'm never going to do it a different way.
Good, because I've snapped on doctors. They're just like, all right, well, whatever. And
I
you're like,
need to start snapping on doctors because I have this like pathological fear of authority where I let them get away with shit I wouldn't let anyone else get away with.
I lost my mind when I was getting diagnosed with my autoimmune disease. Like, at first I had Medi-Cal,
Yeah.
which, like, it's good that the idea of everyone having insurance was great. Fuck everyone who pretended like that was a good system.
Right.
Obamacare is good. It's like, it's terrible. I mean, like, no one who ever had to use it, whatever. That's not the point. Like, it just, like, needs to be better. But I went to this fucking, like, it looked like a third world country. Like, it was dirty and just, like, cattle call. just hell. It's just, you know, the waiting room's filled with people, waited forever. And then the doctor, like, I go in, the nurse takes my blood pressure. First of all, she's like, this is really low. I think I'm going to take it again. She's like, maybe we should talk to the doctor. And I was like, well, I think maybe it's worth mentioning. And then, like, she didn't.
I have really low blood pressure.
Some people just have low blood pressure.
Cool,
and you're
sorry.
fine. If you don't feel like you're going to pass out all the time, that's what I've learned.
I said that out loud. Regretted it as soon as it came out of my mouth.
No, but it's fine. Because I was like, what? And then it started, I realized after a few appointments, I'm like, oh, I just have low blood pressure.
Yeah.
But I told him my symptoms. I told him what I'd got because I went to a free clinic for another thing, and then they did a panel, and I'm like, they said this, so they said I needed to see a rheumatologist, but I need to see you so I can get referred. And I'm like, they think it could be an autoimmune disease like rheumatoid arthritis or et cetera, you know. And the doctor really, he was like, it could be a lot of things. It could be lupus, it could be leukemia. We're gonna have you come back in a month for blood tests. And I was like, excuse me. You can't go. It could be lupus.
No.
It could be leukemia.
What?
Come
No,
back in a month.
no.
I was screaming at this. I was like, are you out of your fucking mind? I was like, no, I'm taking a blood test right now. Did the blood test. He's like, okay, but they lost my fucking blood test. Lost the blood. Anyway.
Well,
See,
it's been an hour. We're at an hour
I think,
now.
well, what a way to end.
Yeah, we got to wrap it up.
Anyway, yeah.
We got to wrap it up.
We're
See
now
you next
doctors.
week
Yeah.
on Slobs.
We're not. Yeah.
Find out what happened.